Hello and welcome. Today is part 3 of the 5-day summer habit challenge, where I support the ladies on the challenge with the habits that they've got to achieve or they're aiming to achieve each day over 5 days. And hopefully, they'll be able to get into a bit of a habit of achieving these habits and then maintain them going forwards. The 5 habits I chose because I feel that they're important to maintain and support overall health and well-being, as well as support ladies who have a weight loss goal. And to be honest with you, any goal will be supported by the 5 habits in my 5-day summer challenge. I recorded two previous episodes. If you haven't listened to them already, I would encourage you to go and listen to them. But this is the final episode that talks about the importance of hydration. And in the challenge, I've on the habit card, it's down as increasing hydration. Many of the ladies on the challenge have reported that hydration is one of the habits that they are struggling with. And to be honest, it's something I come across a lot in my coaching and that my clients ask me about. We always seem to be busy rushing around doing a million things, and sometimes we forget to drink. It's quite normal. And then we get used to not drinking very often. And unbeknown to us, our body is in a state of dehydration. Now, one of the really easy ways to know your hydration levels is every time you use the toilet and you do a wee, is to take a quick look at the color of your urine. Because the darker it is, the more dehydrated you are. And what you're aiming for is a light, pale, straw colored yellow. That's what you're looking for. So if you're wanting to know your level of hydration, your wee is a great indicator of where you are. So the lighter, the better. The darker the urine is, the more dehydrated you are. Now, I'm going to just answer some really questions that I get asked a lot is, does my tea contribute to my hydration? Yes, it does. Tea and coffee is both made with water. It's irrelevant that they might be with caffeine or a diuretic. They contain water. It is contributing. Now, we don't want to get all of our hydration from tea and coffee. We want to have water as well on its own, or flavored with some lemon or lime slices or some sugar-free squash. Whatever rocks your boat, whatever helps and encourages you to drink more water. The other thing I would encourage you to think about is how you like drinking your water. Some people like drinking it straight from a bottle, and they have preferences over, say, a flip top cap as opposed to a sports cap. Some people only like drinking from a glass. So whatever your preferences are, make sure that you're doing whatever feels more preferable to you when it comes to trying to increase your hydration. If you're sat at a desk for long periods of time, make sure that you've got, whether it's a glass or a bottle, that it's nearby, it's on your desk. And if you're out and about, or you're running after kids, or you're doing a million things, that you have a bottle in your car, in your handbag, whatever you need, and wherever you are, you've got access to water. Because often we sometimes get caught short when we're out and about, and then we're not near a shop, and then before you know it, you've got a headache and you're feeling really dehydrated. Now, some of the benefits of increasing hydration is in terms of your health benefits. It will help improve your kidney function, which is a benefit to reduce your risk of urinary infections and reduce risk of any kidney stones. Water and hydration is essential for your digestion, and it will really help your bowel movement and prevent constipation. Hydration will also help your muscle function and reduce your risk of cramps or injuries. And if you're worried about your skin, which most of us are, myself included, staying hydrated can improve your skin elasticity and texture and reduce dryness. Another health benefit of increasing your hydration is water helps regulate your body temperature. So through exertion, through sweating, especially in the warmer climate, you need to regulate your body temperature, and water will help you do that. And a really huge one, an important one, and one that really appeals to me, being a woman in her 50s going through menopause, is I want to support my brain and cognitive function as much as possible. And hydration has been associated with improved concentration, alertness, and short term memory. Cognitive function can also include your ability to multitask, to remember things, to focus, and like I say already, to concentrate. So it's a really big one. And these things can sometimes get impacted when you're going through menopause. Now, a lot of my ladies on the challenge, you've stated one of your goals is to lose weight, and increasing your hydration can support you with that. Now, if your goal is not weight loss, it might be just to improve your health, it might be to improve your strength, it might be to tone up. All the habits in the challenge support all of those goals because they are the fundamental elements of supporting your health, no matter your goal. But talking about weight loss specifically, sometimes we can feel hungry, or we think we feel hungry, but actually we're thirsty. But instead of looking for a drink, we look to eat food. And if your goal is weight loss and you're eating food that actually you think you want, but actually it's thirst, it will reduce your calorie intake, which is what you need to do in order to support your weight loss goal. So drinking water before your meals is a really good idea. And also when you do feel hungry, is make sure that you check in with yourself and ask yourself, actually, am I thirsty? When was the last time I had a good gulp of water or a glass of water? So think about that. Increased hydration as well by using water as opposed to a higher calorie juice or any drink that has more calories in. Obviously, water has 0 calories, and you can add sugar-free squash. There's no problem with that at all, and that will contribute to your hydration. Um, I'm just looking at my notes about the really practical tips. I'm often asked about how much water, like people want to know exact numbers. Now, I am going to give you the exact numbers, but what I want you to focus on most is just increasing the amount of hydration from where you are. That's the first instance. If you're having really low levels of water, and then I give you a number to aim for, it might feel really overwhelming to the point where you think, no way, there is absolutely no point in me trying. So it's really important just to start with where you're at and increase gradually from where you are. But if you do want numbers, what I generally advise is for every foot you are in height, that will equal half a litre of water. So I'm 5 foot, I would have 2.5, for someone of 5 foot, it would be 2.5 litres of water a day. Now, if you're only drinking barely a litre, then aim for 1.25 litres, then 1.5 litres, and build it up gradually. Now, the ladies in the challenge, some of you have noticed an increased need of using the toilet because you're now increasing your hydration levels. And I get that it's a real inconvenience, especially if you're out and about. And also, if you've had children or you're a certain age, when we need to go, we need to go. There's no mucking around and there's no hanging about. Now, increased hydration, for all the benefits that it gives you, yes, you will need the toilet a little bit more. But the benefits are so huge. Now, you may adjust slightly over time, but you may notice that you will increase using the toilet, and that's just part of the course for increasing your hydration levels. Now, if you know that, like, I wouldn't say drink a load of water before you go to bed because you don't want to disrupt your sleep by then needing to wake up and go to the toilet. If you know you've got work and you're not going to have access, you're out and about, you're meeting a client and you're not going to have access to water, then you may not want to drink large amounts before you're out and about where there's no toilets. So think about, the timing, and drink when you can, as much, what you can. And obviously you may have to limit it at certain times that suit around your specific lifestyle, work commitments, being out and about, maybe not having access to a toilet. But those benefits of increased hydration are far too important. And I'm hoping that you're going to feel so much better from increasing your hydration. Now, it's very hard to measure what feeling better means. Like, it's very hard, especially when you're doing something. Was it the hydration? Was it the adding the vegetables? Was it getting out for the daily walk? And these are all some of your habits that you're achieving. And to be honest, if you're feeling better, celebrate it. It doesn't really matter which specific habit was responsible for it, or even if it was a habit. Celebrate that you're feeling better, and know that everything you're doing to support your health is going to be contributing. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch up with you on the next one. And if you are new to listening to my podcasts, there is a multitude of episodes. Go scroll through and see what you fancy listening to. You can also learn more about me. I've done some podcasts all about me. So just scroll through and see if any of the titles resonate with you, and go give them a listen.